Entrepreneur burnout is running rapid in the business world. This is inclusive of tearing down the entrepreneur and the executives who continue to go and go and go until they can't go any further. The evidence of burnout is low cash flow, poor performance, pain in their body, relationships being destroyed because of the lack of time and effort in building the relationships. Teams are not performing to their high capacity due to the leadership being mentally exhausted with the ability only to pull themselves out of the bed, to sit at their desk, unfocused, unmotivated, and lacking vision and discipline to maintain their time effectively. This is not a good feeling at all. This happened to me actually, and only after it was said and done was when I truly was able to perceive what was happening. My perception, my thinking was narrow due to the mental exhaustion. I had no more mental strength. Work wasn't getting done. Attitudes were flaring. Managing staff was inconsistent, and waiting or wanting to show up dwindled faster than a roller coaster. These pitfalls, burnout, led to the inability to bring in cash flow in the business enough to pay myself more than I would like to admit. My business lost multitude of money, $250,000, $25,000 on a continuous basis because I, the burnout leader and business owner, could not muster up enough strength to fulfill my managerial duties, thus relying on the trained staff. What was to my surprise was how energetic I was at one point, how that turned into slothful, unmotivated, cluttered brain, isolating entrepreneur. It was at this point my passion became my pain. So, if that wasn't enough, I had a tragic emotional experience that took me from mentally exhausted to feeling as though something died in me. A relationship ended, and therefore this devastated me, and it took me into a place of personal and professional sabotage. I felt like there was no return. The once thriving entrepreneur, known in the field as an expert with no money concerns, course flipped upside down to the inability to pay the simplest bills without concerns of how and where the money would come from. I lost a lot. And the worst part about it was I could not tell anyone. There was no one in my corner at my level that I knew could help me by being a listening ear, a guide, and non biased. My pride set in. So I had a choice. I could continue to move forward with my future looking shattered, unfulfilled, without the money that I needed to enjoy life. Or I could move forward in making hard decisions in order to climb out of the fire and work towards my freedom. My being was not who I wanted to become. Therefore, I made a decision to scale down all of the way, close all of my clinic doors, laying off staff, closing accounts, and the list goes on and on. This incision has no place in order for me to become the entrepreneur that I desired to be and once was. That drove in cash flow and allowed me to enjoy life. I was fulfilled. I built and maintained healthy relationships. And so it wasn't until one day I came to myself and I realized that I was not living to my full potential. See, when you're burnt out, it's not clear until almost you're at a damaging place. And I knew things had to change. The way to figure the change out had to consider with a clear mind. Therefore, I started doing the mental work, gaining awareness, understanding what my pitfalls were, dealing with my emotional traumatic experience, using strategic strategies necessary to build myself up, and to take the courage to grab what I knew was within me. I started to work on me alone and not anyone else. I needed to fix the internal part of me, the internal problem, in order to rebuild for the external. As I began to be honest with myself about the things that I had not did that I needed to do, that I often pretended not to need in the past. I made it clear to myself. I began to develop a plan, not just any plan, but a plan that would provide a ladder to climb out of the mess that manifested itself as a result of being burnt out. I knew how to build a business and be successful. That was never a problem. But along the way, I didn't realize that while building businesses, I did not build the leverage work life balance. I knew about it. I tested it out. I even taught about it. I tried it as evidence, not going on vacation, taking a few days off here and there when family needed or etc. But the real system of work-life balance and the inclusion, setting intentional time for important matters in my personal life so that I could have the energy to thrive in my professional life. I've learned a lot about energy in this process. Energy is not hocus pocus thing, but it's really the stories or the stores that feed and cultivate the brain. It is the brain that controls functions. So is my brain too congested or cluttered? It has the difficulties in perceiving accurate information, thereby causing other problems such as protecting things that could be prevented. See, prevention is the second largest source in the ability to recover from burnout. More on that later. So there you have it, real me, and the reason why teaching burnout is close to my heart. I have lived it, I have survived it, and now I'm at a place of thriving in my life, not only through work-life balance, building healthy and relationships and maintaining those healthy relationships for firm, being within myself, confidence, understanding my position in life within my own heart, as well as enjoying life with the money I need. The big focus in my life at this particular time is time freedom, which is the old adage to the money freedom. It is my desire to teach you how to recover from burnout, as well as how to be on the lookout to ensure it never happens again. And by this, I desire to provide consultation services to you. Burnout recovery consultation services includes helping you to assess your stress level, providing strategies that would refute or fight the internal trigger to respond accordingly. It has not worked for you in the past, but yet you build new systems to help you to be resilient to emotional impacts that take place in the business or your work and home life that I teach you to do well. Being intentional about improving productivity and relationships are necessary. They are very necessary to reduce stress, build and maintain confidence, and to protect your mental health. My mission is to empower entrepreneurs and executives to be resilient to emotional impacts in their day, business or career crashes for true fulfillment, healthy relationships, and to enjoy the lifestyle with the money they need. I am Chantay Golson, LPC, an entrepreneur and previous leader with state government and more. I have walked a mile in your shoes, gone through the cash flow problems, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Then I pivoted and I came back stronger than ever. And you can do the same with supporting guidance. This is what I do. I provide burnout recovery consultation services that helps entrepreneurs who've been in business for 5 years or more to gain fulfillment, better relationships, and enjoy the life they want with the money they need. So I want to help you to understand that I've been in your shoes just 4 short years ago. I've picked myself up, and this means that I'll help you to be resilient, pick yourself up, teach you tools and strategies to take care of yourself, clearly impacting those that you serve, skyrocketing performance, and enjoying the lifestyle with the money you need from your business. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because I want to help people to be resilient to emotional impacts, gain self-fulfillment with the time and the work balance to make a greater impact on those they serve, themselves, and their bottom line. People hire me because I'm really good at solving problems in the area of professional and personal resilience to emotional impacts and productivity retention. And I help entrepreneurs, as well as I work with executives, take care of themselves to improve their bottom line, relationships, and mental health and wellness. Inclusion of helping to make a greater impact to those that they serve, themselves, their bottom line, without mental exhaustion or burnout. And what makes me different is I have the education, the aptitude, the agility, and the expertise to look beyond what is being said, hear what is not being said, to identify the core problems that help you to navigate through the challenges for a meaningful life. I want you to break the shackles of the calendar burnout, toxic work environments, and unhealthy relationships to feel empowered. You will gain a bull's eye focus, clarity, confidence, and fulfillment, clear values, and personal alignment with your values, business or leadership roadmap, personal growth formula, support, and accountability, mindset shift to maximize your position, emotional intelligence in the workplace, and the ability to transition with purpose. So stop the dread in the pit of your stomach when thinking about work. Rather be excited about the contribution to the workplace that you provide while serving customers and your client base. If it is hard to manage your time, hard to get or stay motivated, hard to manage anxiety of nervousness in the workplace, hard to overcome depression due to the things that's happening in your business, hard to pay attention to details or think critically, if you use anger, isolation, alcohol, drugs to cope, and poor family time, these are common problems that entrepreneurs and executives face when they're burnt out. If you are paying too big of a price, missing family time, and enjoying life, that you are sacrificing more than you think. The cost of doing business while mentally exhausted or burnout is very costly, not only for your mental health, your emotions, but for the people that you love. Learn to be fulfilled. High achievers manage their energy and their time. I provide proven strategies to help you overcome mental exhaustion, to become unstuck in your business or your department. This allows you to overcome outcomes, revenue, free up time without working more hours. Are you that person that want to perform highly? You want to reduce stress? Why should you sign up? Why should you click on the button? You'll skyrocket your goals with confidence. You'll stop losing revenue, promotions, or contracts ever again. You will have more freedom in your time to do what you want to do. You will give access to valuable free training and group concentration immediately from my stock of materials. You will be resilient to stress, depression, and all other levels you'll avoid, and you'll come back from this burnout. Building your dreams is not easy, and if you do not fix the problems now, you could lose everything like I did. If you are tired of burning the candle on both ends and working without results, then it's important that you learn a new reality. It's time to grow. You don't need another cheerleader. You need real guidance from someone who has been there and done that to help you develop the skills and the plan you need. I can help you fix the areas of your life, personally and professionally, that keeps you limited in living the best life that you can live. Go to coachchantay.com to get started, or click the button to gain new ways, new strategies, new tips to learn to be fulfilled and enjoy the money that you desire.